find ourselves in Woodhaven, Queens. A lot of you're gonna see here a lot of row houses, a lot of older style homes, not really not recently renovated, older homes, row homes.
Turn right at the stop sign.
Connected together. That's what row homes are. In this type of neighborhood, I find that there are a lot of, this is Woodhaven, Queens, a lot of lifelong residents, people that do not leave the area, a lot of lifers. And again, it's because of convenience, close to everything. Close to everything, close to the city, close to the subway system, close to the transportation. We're about, give or take, about 40 minutes by car from the city. There was no traffic. So was traffic, so maybe more like an hour and a half. Though recently, a lot of people, due to COVID, I find a lot of people in New York City, New York City's pretty much shut down, so it's a ghost town. So you could probably get there in, I'd say, 40 minutes. We're crossing over Atlantic Avenue, one of the main streets here in Ozone Park, Woodhaven. Ozone Park does
turn right on
Woodhaven.
91st Avenue.
That's turn right on 91st Avenue. Mm-hmm. 91st. Going down 89th Street, as you could see, a lot of row homes, like I mentioned to you, a lot of older style homes. Please, at the end of this video, do hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so.
Turn left on 89th Street, then take the first left.
Okay, we're turning left on 89th. Even though these are not row homes now, these are single family homes now.
Turn left at the stop sign, then take the first left.
But it's, these homes are very close together. Shared driveways, believe it or not. So we're going to take a left here. Keep going, thank you.
Turn left on 88th Street.
Turning left here on 88th.
Arriving at 895 88th Street on the left.
Alright, guys. So this is the block, actually, corner of 91st and 89th. 91st and what? I'm sorry, 91st and 88th Street, Woodhaven, New York. And May West once lived on this block. I'm going to show you where the home is. I'm going to have to do it nonchalantly. But if you don't know who May West is, I'd probably tell you Mae West, if you think current TV characters, or pretty current TV characters, I'd probably say Blanche Devereaux, Rue McClanahan from Golden Girls. Mae West was really just known for, really being, like, I guess, lack of a better word, pioneer, maybe even a sex symbol, comedian, playwright, screenwriter. Body double entendres, breezy sexual independence, talked about sex very openly during that time, and a time where it was not accepted. Look at some of her plays: Sex, The Drag, Pleasure Man. Her famous quotes: "Is that a pistol in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?" Another quote: "Sex is an emotion in motion." She even went to jail for her just outright. Very active in vaudeville before she went on to Hollywood. Wanted to pursue a career in Hollywood. Started late, 40 years old, moved out to Hollywood. During her career, like, I'm not sure if you guys are getting the type of character, larger than life, that she was. She would often be censored during that time, and even now she'd probably be censored. Started appearing at amateur shows at age 7. Started very early performing. I talked about censorship, and I kind of explained how she was censored because she was, like, very, sexual innuendos just all over the place. Conservative, 1920s. No, not 2020, 1920s. Really did not like that. And sentenced to 10 days in jail. Sentenced to 10 days in jail for corrupting the youth. She was incarcerated on Roosevelt Island. She dined with the warden and his wife. She told reporters that she had worn her silk panties while serving time in lieu of the burlap the other girls had to wear. So this is the type of how out there she was. And and back then, you don't say that type of stuff. They don't want you saying that type of stuff. You got to keep everything, hush hush and zipped up, and can't be out there. She had a play as well back during that time as well, called The Drag. Dealt with homosexuality and what was what was called one of her best comedy dramas of her life. You know, so I hope you guys are getting the picture of Mae West. Since the 1920s, she was also an early supporter of gay rights. Back then, you didn't talk about that stuff. People would get killed. And unfortunately, they still get killed speaking about that. But imagine even back then. You know, she passed away at the age of 87. She fell in Hollywood. And, you know, she would be buried back here in New York at Cypress Cemetery. I would actually show you guys the grave, as this is the block again of where one of the homes that Mae West lived in. She actually did live in Brooklyn and Greenpoint at one point as well. But she would be buried in Cypress Hill Cemetery in a mausoleum. I would have showed it to you guys. It's not that far away from here, actually. I'm not sure if it would be open. This is her block here. I'm going to also show you one of her early performances locally here too. So, if you guys could see right here, directly ahead of me, right in front of the plaque, is the home that Mae West lived in. So this is a left on Jamaica Avenue, the main avenue here for Woodhaven, where you would have, you know, your local takeout food, modern day takeout food. You know, you have your stores, mom and pop stores here. And right above here is the train tracks where Mae West, you know, would have probably jumped on as a mean of transportation to get where she needed to get to in the city to do her performances. Remember that she really got her big break at the age of 40. So it was later on in life. Back then it was considered, dare I tell you, probably very late. You know, and just as a point of reference, Cypress Hill Cemetery, where Mae West and her family are buried, is straight ahead. In case you're ever in the neighborhood, Jamaica Avenue, take it all the way down, you're gonna hit Cypress Hill Cemetery on the right hand side. It's very big, and then at that point you just gotta research to find where it is in the cemetery. But that's the way you would head about. Now find myself about half a mile from where Mae West did live, and depending on who you believe and who you don't, well, let's just have the sign do this talking for you. Mears is one of America's oldest and most historic continuously operating taverns, founded in 1829. Contains much of its historical character, including a 150-year-old mahogany bar and a tap system that still uses ice to serve the coldest beer in town. Famed for being the bar where the classic movie Goodfellas was filmed, Mears is also known for other films such as Tower Heist and having been the place where Mae Young first performed, as well as its excellent food. The story goes, she didn't perform here. This is not her first place. Other places, other sources are saying, no, this is the place. It's up for debate. But this is the place where she made her first, I'm gonna go with it, her first professional performance in Mae West. I've been here before, with a place for Goodfellas, but it's been known for various other movies as well. Unfortunately, the inside is closed right now due to COVID, of outdoor dining only. But you get the general feel, the vibe of this place. One of, if not the oldest bars in the New York City area since 1829, as you see the sign says there. They even have a burger called the Mae West. Delicious food here as well. You know, they had their problems a few times. You know, times were rough, as it is for everyone. Luckily, they were able to climb out of it and be helped out by the city at some points. But this is a staple and it's not going anywhere. There you see a better shot to Leah's Cabin. Come on down, good food. On off of Jamaica Boulevard by 78th and 88th Avenue. Now, as we end this video, here's a little taste of Mae West. And this is just for informational purposes only, YouTube, please. Please.
Well, when I'm good, I'm very good. But when I'm bad, I'm better.
I see a man in your life.
What, only one?
I changed my mind.
Yeah, does it work any better? Oh, well, I'm caught between two evils. I generally like to take the one I never tried.
Now take care of these men.
Yes, give them all my address.
I am delighted. I have heard so much about you.
Yeah, but you can't prove it.
Haven't you ever met a man that can make you happy?
Sure. Lots of times. What kind of...
The brilliance of Mae West. See you in the next video. Hope all is well.